What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Continuing with our Black History videos for 2023. Today we're covering Michael Gerard Tyson, also known or better known as Mike Tyson to the world. Mike Tyson was a boxer. I should say is a boxer because he recently just had another fight, even though I believe he's in his 60s at this time, but he decided to come back and do some exhibition work. And I'm talking about why he's one of my favorite Black history heroes and why he was an extreme motivation to me. When I was young, Tyson was still fighting when I was young. And he was really known more for his antics outside of the ring than he was inside of his ring. But I always liked how Mike Tyson didn't take BS from anybody. Not the reporters, not the cops, not the interviewers, not his opponents in the rings, not the ref, not the promoters of the promotions, anybody. Mike Tyson was always himself. That's how I saw him when I was young. As I got older and I matured, I realized that some of the things that Mike Tyson said and did were very self-destructive and just downright criminal in a lot of areas. But I still hold him as a hero, and here's why. Tyson didn't let any of those things define him. This generation and my generation thinks things are so permanent. They think that what happens now is the way it's going to be forever. The mistakes you made today are going to stay with you for the rest of your life. In a certain sense, that is true. If you make a mistake, you made that mistake. However, it doesn't have to hinder you. It doesn't have to hold you back for the rest of your existence. Anybody who says they've never done anything that they regret, anybody who ever says that they haven't failed to do something in the light of a certain event, anyone who has never said that they have made the wrong choice, there's one of two things with those people. One, they're lying, which is most of them. Or two, they've lived in life so protected, so reserved, so restricted that they really haven't lived life at all. Anyone who's actually been out there fighting for their dreams, they're gonna come across things that they have done that they don't like, that they wanted to change, that they wish they could change, that they want to try to make up for. And the reason Mike Tyson is one of my favorite heroes is because he still to this day is fighting for his future. He could have given up a long time ago. Society wrote him off a long time ago. Before he even became Kid Dynamite, before he became Iron Mike, before he became the baddest man on the planet, he was in the ghettos of America. And one of the highlights of his stories that I say this so much, and I do this with so many people, they have to understand mentorships. He had a mentor, Paul Customato, who saw Mike's potential, who saw what he could be, who groomed him and prepared him to become the undisputed heavyweight champion, the baddest man on the planet. He unified all of those belts. We can come from some of the darkest places and we can see nothing but the negative in ourselves. Mike Tyson was bullied at a young age. Could you imagine that? Somebody trying to bully Mike Tyson. But that goes to show you that people will always try to hold down other people who they see as threats. Paul Customato saw Mike for what he could be, what he should be, and the power that he had inside of him. He honed that. That's the same thing it comes from mentors. That's another thing. Don't let anybody tell you that there's such thing as a self-made millionaire, that there's a self-made champion. Everybody has a team behind them that are pouring into that one individual So, not to go too much on a rant, Mike Tyson, born June 30th, 1966. Known as Iron Mike, known as the baddest man on the planet, known as Kid Dynamite early in his career, undisputed heavyweight champion. One of the things that few people have ever done to capture all of the belts and to unify them, and one thing that he always stays with me is every day is a fight. I believe it was Dana White who said that every day you wake up, life's going to be standing over your bed, waiting to kick the crap out of you, and you're going to have to fight for the life that you want, for the life that you believe in. And if that ain't the story of Mike Tyson's life, I don't know what is. Every day has been a fight for him, and a fight that he's been willing to fight, a challenge that he's been willing to go after, a challenge that he's accepted. It's never going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it, so that you don't lose yourself, that you can go after the things that you want to go after. So, I guess to sum up why I admire Mike so much is also the fact that he knows when he needs help. He has sought out that help, that spiritual healing, those different avenues and those different resources to combat the things that have been going on in his mind, in his past, in his psyche, in his spirit, the things that have damaged him. And he's gone after the tools, and he's gone after the therapy. He's gone after the resources that he needed to heal those things, to combat those things. And that's not to say that he's perfect. That's not to say that he hasn't done things that are disgusting and criminal, but the fact that he hasn't given up is where I draw my power from. The fact that he's still unapologetically himself